Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'm here today to talk about Star Trek Picard Season 2, Episode 10, Farewell, the finale. And to be honest, that's what I kind of feel like I said to this show. We just gonna get into it. Spoilers! Okay, ready? Look, I don't understand who planned out this show, but they did a terrible job. Overall, at the end of the day, this was not great. We spent the majority of the episode, because I'm not even going to go into all of what the shenanigans that they got into, because it's not even necessary. None of it did anything other than one part of this episode. And I'm going to say that one part, because that's the only part I cared about. The other stuff was just to spin off other things. We had Wesley show up, but the dude isn't acting like himself. I mean, I understand Wesley would grow up and be his own man, but the actor himself, I shouldn't be seeing you, Will Wheaton. I don't want to look at Will Wheaton. You just being Will Wheaton. Where's a tinge of who Wesley Crusher, the persona, the character, would be? How would he act if he was involved in whatever this travelers thing is that they trying to spin off into, that they took Soji into? He invited her to that stuff after she done wiped everything in Soong's computer. So he ain't got none of his stuff. I've said maybe that's why he decided to go into synthetic shit, because he was like, you know what? It's biological shit. There's too many issues. I'm not going to get emotionally tied to a machine. So maybe that's what drove him to that. Maybe that's what that was about. I don't know. It was a waste of time. Soon altogether was a waste of damn time. Then, of all things, I enjoyed the interactions between Hugh and Picard. And the last moment they had together before Hugh died was so good. And I would have felt it more had we had them have more interactions throughout the entire season. We wasted so much time. I don't give a damn about Chris leaving with that woman and her child to live in the past. Is he happy here? Oh, really? Dude, you're from the future. You know all the future shit that you could have and do and be available to you. You think, okay, it's your place. You feel home. This is home. See you, Chris. I couldn't have gave a damn that Robbie was sad about it, because I'm sick of her. And then for Q to bring that boy back, I'm like, oh my God, why? He could have stayed dead. Y'all know could have stayed dead? Yeah, he's back. Get to that in a moment, because that's relating to the good shit. Stuff I actually liked and appreciated in the episode. Talon, of course, had to die, because we're not leaving behind no footprints. So, that helped Picard to understand how he would feel if he really lost the original woman in the first place. So when that happened at the end, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, they back together. Surprise there. So Q sends them back. He sends them back. By the way, his long lost auntie or whatever, great auntie, she did make the flight, and she did, that's how Talon died. And she did make the flight, did all the stuff, did the thing. Q sent them back. To the moment, on the ship, he realized that the song that's playing, Picard does, is the song that he was telling Girardi about. So he told everybody to stand down, and he started talking to her. She let the helmet down. Of course, it's Girardi. I'm like, yes! It's Girardi. I knew it. I'm like, she gotta be the Borg Queen. Who else would ask for Picard? Who? This sector-wide threat that she was trying to tell them about, which was awesome. It was awesome. I got mad when Ravi saw Elnor on other ships, and they last thing I remember. I don't care. I care about Ravi. I don't care how she feels, what she's going through. I don't care about her character. Leave Seven alone. She got enough issues to deal with. And now she finna be running the board shit because I'm pretty sure that the Federation gonna put her in charge of the shit. Maybe now she'll feel included and a part of everything. She can let that chip off her shoulder. And I was like, well, Picard told the little Henson, stick to your job. That's how I felt when Robbie wanted to get all excited and talk to Eldor through the thing. No, we ain't got time for that. We got a sector-wide threat here we need to deal with now. I loved how the Borg Queen, a.k.a. Tripodate, she took all the ships. You know what I'm saying? I liked how nobody questioned allowing the Borg to take over their ships. You know what I'm saying? None of the other captains, had something to say or they had to explain anything. That just all went so smoothly. Really? Yeah, no, that's not how people work. We came here to deal with the Borg and we just felt like we got attacked. Everybody ain't gonna be on the same page on that. But here we are. They working together. She done formed them all up in a career pattern. Harmonized all their shields to the right frequency to stop the energy that's gonna come out of this thing. They do that. Then she tells them that, well, they figure out that what it is basically a wormhole. But they feel like it's been created. Well, the Borg feel like it's been created and not by a great person or great people, entities, or whatever they might be. They feel like they have nefarious purposes and they would like to monitor this sector if allowed, you know what I'm saying, to make sure everything is good. And then Picard unilaterally just says, sure, okay. We have no conversation. That's what the episode should have been about. The episode should have been about them getting back to the future because she was gone now. Y'all got Renee on the ship. She's gone now. Do her thing. Set up the future. Yada, yada, yada. That could have been 20 minutes. The rest of this episode, instead of it being like 15, that it being 15 to 20 minutes, should have been dealing with the Borg, setting up conversations, seeing how this gonna work, you know what I'm saying, placing people in certain things, not trying to spend time spinning off other stuff like this traveler shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Star Trek, I understand you're trying to monopolize on your IP, but it's done in waves. And you can't just throw everything at everybody and think that you throw some classic character into it and people just gonna like it. I'm gonna tune in. That's not how that works either. For some, maybe, but yeah, not for this fan. And I'm just your average fan, the one you're trying to get, Paramount. Yeah, that's what the episode should have been. That's what it should have been. It should have been all of that. What's going to happen with that? So now we got to hope and pray for a season 3 to see anything that's got dealing with this situation. And there lies in the rub. Do I want a season 3? Like, God, come on. When he called the surprise that Q was going to give him Elnor, I was like, I thought he was going to give you a little power or something. You know what I'm saying? May have you be able to do something. Okay, so Q gone. Y'all didn't do all this explaining at the end about what happened with Cristobal. Don't care. If you do, he lived a good life and died of old age, and so did the woman, and the son found something in one of the things that Renee brought back from the planet that she went to, the moon, and cleaned up all the water in the air on the planet. Everything's connected. There you go. Really? That's the best you got? This is how y'all gonna justify them spending all that time going from jail cell to jail cell to jail cell to jail cell, letting a random budding Borg queen run loose in Los Angeles, leaving an inept person to monitor said dangerous entity. So many things. Tell us about some random boy that had an encounter with Vulcans. Okay. all of these little things, because this is the only one timeline where she actually get to meet Renee. That was his way of trying to do something nice for her too. Everything connect. Come on. I was very much so more interested in Star Trekian things, like what was going on with the Borg Queen. You feel me? Like what? Like we could have developed that a whole lot quicker. She should have been had drones. Y'all should have been dealing with that. You could have been died because we would have had more interactions with him earlier in the season. Yeah, that was the finale of Star Trek Season 2 of Picard. Had its good moments, it did. All of the special effects look fantastic. Fantastic. You gotta see the wormhole. It is awesome. The ship, the energy. I am very curious to know if y'all feel like it's created. Who made it? What's on the other side? Where does it lead? What part of the universe does it lead to? For Star Trek. I'm interested. Same thing I'm getting out of Discovery. Give me new stuff. Actually go to an undiscovered place. Stop dealing with the random political nonsense of the Federation at this point. Because too many hundreds of years of the Federation has passed. We don't need y'all to turn to Babylon 5. That's what that is. That's great. That's awesome. That's not Star Trek. So, that's how I feel about this season. And about Star Trek overall. I would like to... Discovery's doing it. Getting into new stuff. New species. New things we don't know. Here's this wormhole in Picard. New thing we don't know. Where it even goes. I love it. Let's focus on that for season 3. Shall we say that? I'm going to be hopeful. Let's hope they focus on that. And the interactions with Girardi Borg Queen. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay. And I loved it. I knew it. I knew she was queen. I knew it. Alright. See you guys next time for, I don't know, probably more Star Trek, or if you're watching this, or I don't know if you're watching anything else. Go ahead. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's do it.